Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at an interesting solo drop location on Erangel, the original map for PUBG Mobile. Don't worry, a ton more Miramar videos, loot location highlights, and drop videos are coming soon. However, I figured we'd give the original map some love too, since I know a ton of you are still playing it. So, we've got a number of radio towers hidden around the island, and today we're going to be focusing on the one just outside Gatka, which is a small town, more so just like a collection of spread out buildings than a town. So we're going to be looking at the radio tower that is up on the hill to the southwest of Gatka. So I'll go ahead and mark that now. And many of you are probably familiar with the radio tower over by military base up on the giant hill. And there's usually some pretty decent loot to be had there. And military loot, level 3 equipment, does tend to spawn here. So it doesn't always happen. And I'd say that this video is pretty much an example of an average to below average radio tower. However, I want to show you everything and know that, you know, I'm not always going to be posting the videos where I find level 3 helmets and level 3 vests and all that right away because, well, when you're playing these locations, just know that while it's possible for them to spawn here, it doesn't happen every time. So it's super important that you land on the roof with the radar dome on it, because if you don't land on the roof, you're not going to be able to get back up there. And as you'll see in a minute, that's because the staircase is blocked. And you don't want to miss out on this because sometimes there's good stuff up here. So we've got a level 2 backpack so far. Just going to walk around the whole thing. There's a med kit and a level 1 helmet. So med kit is pretty sweet, especially this early. A compensator for an AR, that's also very good. And you can see here there's a collection of boxes that prevents you from getting up from the second floor onto the roof. So it's important to drop there. That way you can get that potentially decent loot. See a frag grenade there. Occasionally there's good stuff on this balcony, but not this game, unfortunately. So we've got a crossbow and some crossbow bolts. I'm going to pick them up just for fun, just because I don't have any weapons at this point. Here's an S12K, that's a little bit better, and a pan, that's a lot better. So now we're going to move downstairs. So you can see not too much. This is, again, a solo location. There's a 4x scope. That's pretty good. So decent quality equipment does spawn. I'm going to grab the tactical stock just because I love the M4 and I figure I'll find one at some point. So I think I will swap out, though, that crossbow for a UMP9 just because that is a better weapon in most situations. So we'll go ahead, grab a red dot and an extended mag. So there you go. We've looted one building. We have an extended mag. We have a UMP and an S12K, a 4x, a red dot, a med kit, level 2 backpack, no vest yet, and a level 1 helmet. So for a solo location, this is, like I said, one of the worst times that I've looted this location. However, you know, just know that, oh, there's a guy running over that way. Actually, that's interesting. He's got to be a bot, though. Either that or he didn't see me. So that was really interesting. Didn't see that at all when I was playing. But now that I'm watching him back, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a guy over there. So I'm assuming he was a bot. There's another guy over there too. So yeah, I'm assuming these are 2 bots, so we'll knock him out with a headshot. And especially in squads, bots tend to spawn in pairs, so I'd imagine that's what happened there. So what I meant to say, or what I was going to say, is that after you loot the radar tower or the radio tower, you want to make sure that you go down the hill and loot these buildings, because these buildings tend to have pretty decent loot in them too. So now we have a vest, level 1, but it's something. We have an AKM, which we'll swap out for the S12K. So now we've got a UMP and an AK, which isn't bad. We've got a compensator on the AK, so that makes it quite a bit more useful. I'm going to go ahead and try to vault through the window and fail miserably. And I think we'll check in here, see what else is over here. Just a suppressor for a pistol, not very useful. I know that guy's probably dead over in the field there, but he unfortunately kind of crawled away and was very difficult to find. So this is the other house you want to loot. You want to check on all the balconies and the porch, and yeah. From here, you generally want to go ahead and grab a vehicle along the road. You could see on the way coming in, there's a M16. Okay, so we'll drop the UMP for the M16 just because I'm a fan of 5.56 in this game. And we already have a 4x scope for it and a compensator. So that makes that a pretty stable platform for firing longer distances. There's an extended quick draw for it too. So it's looking pretty good. So between the radio tower and these buildings that I just looted, you can see the motorcycle outside the window there. That's a pretty decent start. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's just a fun solo drop location. It's kind of tucked away, and it's definitely, I've never seen anyone here other than those bots. So it's definitely a very safe location if you want to grab some decent equipment early on and then grab a vehicle. They don't always spawn this close. However, they do tend to spawn somewhere along this road, generally within 100, 200 yards. So it's pretty easy to get there. I noticed a buggy driving over that way, so gonna see what's going on there, but not a huge deal. He's far enough out. He probably started over closer to the coast and then was driving away, so he disappears behind the terrain. No chance to take a shot. So if you enjoyed this quick fun little highlight video on this location in Erangel, the original map for PUBG Mobile, definitely give this video a like to help the channel grow, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. If you have any video suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments below, as I'm always looking for new ideas. And I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in the Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.